Hey pals, it's Sassy Cassie, and welcome back to another reaction video of Naruto Shippuden. As always, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers and anyone watching this video. Thank you so much for watching and continuing to follow me on this crazy, intricate onion of a journey. I would also like to give a very special thank you to my patrons. Now, previously on Naruto, we have a lot going on-ish. Naruto is training in the Toad Village to be able to learn Sage Jutsu, Sage Mode, Sage Chakra, Sage abilities. And on the other hand, I know that in the background, even though it didn't really show up, but I did sort of maybe forget that the village is also working on the other clues that they have received, aka the one of the bodies of pain. And then outside of that, at the end of the last episode, we got this little tiny, little moment where they were extracting the 8 tails. Yeah, because they just did the 6. I almost said 6. They did the 6. Now they're on the 8 tails. But it turned out to be just a tentacle. And so now we want to know, at least I want to know. You guys already know, but I want to know. Is it like they said that Sasuke messed up, or did he do it on purpose? What's the plan? I want to know. I'm sure it'll get answered eventually. I'm sure you guys will say in the comments it'll get answered eventually. You guys are always saying that. My questions will get answered eventually. I know. I'm the worst. I have to ask them. I have to get them out of my brain, or I will sit there at night with my tortilla blanket up to here, staring at the ceiling, thinking, what is this happening? Why is this happening? What about this? What about this? What about this? I have one of those brains. I can turn it off. I can, but sometimes when I'm really excited about something, because I'm an excitable person, sometimes when I'm excited about something, I can't stop thinking about it. So I'm gonna get it out in these videos, and sorry, not sorry, you guys just have to deal with it. Sorry, appreciate y'all, love y'all. But anyways, we are gonna watch this next episode, and we're gonna find out which perspective we're going to. Are we going to go back to training with Naruto? Are we gonna go to the Akatsuki/Sasuke and what's going on there? Are we gonna see this Kage brother try to get his little brother back? Are we gonna go back to the village? There are so many facets, so many avenues. I personally hope we continue on the training route because I love training, and we're learning so many things about Jiraiya's abilities. I mean, I didn't mention this, but the oil, I think I said it in the episode actually, the oil makes so much more sense now. And at first I was like, why? What? Huh? Like, what's with the oil? And now it makes sense. And I just, especially now that Jiraiya is gone and we are sad about it and it just doesn't feel real, it's nice that we can still learn more about him. Though on that note, I do recall that little tiny bit of Naruto being like, I wonder if I master this, will I be able to do the other thing essentially? And I'm pretty sure it's the I forget what it's called, but his combined like Rasengan with the change in chakra nature. Maybe, but I don't know if that's what it's intended for. We'll see. I feel like the effects might be the same, but who knows? When you add nature energy into the mix, it might change things. Who knows? Anywhoots, let's get into this episode. I love him in the background just pacing with a little stick.
Focus, you're still moving, even if it's just a little. Remember.
I have to say, his face when he starts turning all toady-like kind of reminds me of a Ditto, and all I could think of is like a Ditto version of Naruto, and that's not something I knew I needed in my life.
That isn't possible.
Huh? Why?
Outside of Mount Miyaboku's climate, this oil evaporates almost immediately. It just vaporizes.
What? Are you serious?
But didn't Jiraiya use it, or was that different?
What's this? This isn't what I think it is it?
Yes, exactly. This is where you're going to be training next. Balance a stone slab atop the highest point and begin meditation. If your concentration wavers...
Maybe I'm forgetting, but didn't Jiraiya do the same thing? Question mark?
Whoa, you saved me.
You have to wait on taking in nature energy until you learn how to perfect being still.
He's gonna go through a lot of stone slabs, isn't he? Poor Naruto.
Ridiculous.
That is utter nonsense.
No.
Your master, Jiraiya Boy, managed to learn this very same exercise himself.
What? Are you serious? You're telling me Pervy Sage trained here too?
Yes, they talked about that. They literally talked about that. Well, maybe it's because of this location specifically, but they talked about Jiraiya training here.
Huh, that sucked.
You simply have to focus harder, Naruto Boy.
Gotta love the taiko drums. I mean, I know you have to do it for a long amount of time. You can't just do it for a little bit because that doesn't prove anything. But I love it. I love it. Way to go, Naruto.
He's displaying the rings around his eyes, proof of successful sagehood, and no frog aspects either.
Okay, I thought that I was just imagining it because it's like there's no...
One that surpasses Jiraiya Boy.
Okay, yeah, there's no froggy features.
Even more sage jutsu chakra than when he was using the oil, too. Well, how does it feel?
You know, I think I'm finally getting it now. How to become one with nature.
I knew there was gonna be one thing. I was waiting for it. Oh, that had to hurt. But anime logic, you could crash into the ground and you'd be fine. No broken bones, it's fine.
Thankful that we didn't leave you behind too!
How dare you? You know, you were knocked out just as much as I was, Karin.
I ended up that way trying to protect all of you!
All of us were protecting each other, you guys. We're like fish in water.
Oh yeah, he's still a little kid. I totally forgot about that. But still the most adult of all the siblings here.
Go now.
Sad. Am I forgetting something?
Something's gone wrong. The messages have ceased. I don't like this.
Oh, we're just gonna skip back to this. Okay. We're not gonna see them spar, or maybe we will. I don't know. Now they're tired. I am curious though, because it would seem that the Eight-Tails pulled one over on them. Maybe. Question mark.
I'm the one that can't go on. However, you are starting to get the hang of it, I'm glad to say.
Yes, sir!
Aw. He feels so mature in a way that he's not like complaining about wanting to do more. He's just like, all right, I got it. Maybe I spoke too soon. He's getting up, which means he's gonna sneak out. And do what? Either train more. He can't like leave because he doesn't know how to leave. Wait. I just had a thought. Is he gonna practice his one jutsu with...
Maybe some kind of crisis has occurred. Or could it be we're going to be reprimanded? Does he know that my body mass index spiked? Maybe putting mayonnaise on my potatoes wasn't such a good idea.
Oh, workout buffs. Workout buffs. Love it.
What you thought were stiff shoulders could be...
Ugh! Just shut up! Quit your yakking and let's go already!
You really should think things through more carefully. Your shoulders aren't sore because you're so flat.
Shut up! Ugh!
Ow!
You got something else to
Kick
say?
from the beginning. It'll cause...
You two, if you're really ninja, you should act like it. Let's go.
Also, random side note, that guy's voice sounds familiar.
I did it. I pulled it off.
I'm gonna assume that the little mountain is gone. Immediately
Even though
beads of sweat.
It's still far from perfect. I'm gonna have to try it in Sage mode. And I have to make sure that nobody catches me.
Well, you destroyed like a whole mountaintop, so somebody's gonna notice eventually.
It's Jay.
We didn't make it in time.
Oh. I thought maybe he was just passed out. I didn't want him to actually be dead.
I bet it's just a bad prank or something.
How can you be so optimistic? He could be suffering right at this moment. Or even worse.
Just shut up!
His voice just sounds so familiar. It's gonna bother me.
He's our master. We're talking about Lord Killer B. There's no way he'd lose.
Aren't you worried about Lord B at all, Karui?
Being worried doesn't mean I should rush to crazy conclusions.
Are they siblings? Oh!
We shall rescue B no matter what. We will save him.
They're all the same. Hilarious. So the more I look at this place, the more I think all the mountaintops look like croissants. I also have barely eaten anything today, as usual. And I just want to eat croissants now.
Shadow Clone Jutsu!
Eh?
I'm not done. I'm just getting started.
Then come at me with all you have.
Yay. He's learning so much. And progressing so well. I do again wonder how many days he's been out this, though. Well, this was an interesting episode. I mean, we learned... Well, I don't know. It didn't actually show or say that Naruto was practicing the other jutsu in conjunction with the Sage mode, but I just feel like that is what is happening. I may be proven right, I may be proven wrong, but I'm hoping that I'll be proven right because I love guessing and throwing out all my crazy person theories and then turning out to be right. It is so satisfying. But besides that, it would seem, at least to me, in this episode, that Sasuke didn't, maybe potentially his group didn't know about it, or maybe they just didn't mention it because they're all healing and it says that they were followed and whatever. It doesn't, I didn't see any sign of the eight tail, so it doesn't seem to me like he was holding on to him and captured and was just keeping him for himself, and he seemed to have no interest in the tailed beast whenever Suigetsu asked about it. What I also noticed is that one of the, I guess, underlings from this village was like, maybe it's just one of his jokes, so maybe, and they were like, he'd never be captured, so maybe it was one of those things where he was able to pull off a tactic and escape while he is healing somewhere, because he did take a lot of damage. He was like basically burning, you know, alive. So maybe, I hope he's okay. But this is bringing forth a different facet that I didn't think about at all. Just that he's going to call a meeting with the different Kages. It's hard because they, in their minds, I guess, at least from what we can understand / what I can remember, they still want to bring Sasuke back to the village, but like, they don't plan on disposing of him. So I wonder what they're going to do with this information. Especially because now, you know, Sasuke wants to take down the leaf. I still want to know how all that's going to turn out, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. It'll still be in the back of my mind for now. But anyways, great episode. Learned-ish a bit. Maybe not even learned a bit. We didn't really learn much new information. It was mostly that we were presented with more information to add to the onion. So, I'm just going to mull in it for a minute. maybe actually eat something since all the little mountaintops look like croissants and I just want to eat something. But yeah, so thank you all for watching and continuing to follow me on this onion of a journey. And until next time, bye!